Yo, what is good, everybody? I know. A surprise stream. I pulled a J on y'all today. I snuck this one in there. Normally I wouldn't be home at this time. I just happen to have, some time on my hands. Um, but this stream isn't really about what it would normally be about, especially on a Thursday night. Um, Tonight I may be coming back to cover the game. We'll see. Not really sure. It's gonna depend on how the rest of my day goes. Got a lot going on, so we'll see what happens. But I there will not be a 2 hour stream. I'm actually leaving in just under 40 minutes to go pick up the little one. So it will not be a 2 hour stream. Sorry, don't mean to disappoint, but not gonna happen. Yes, sir. A surprise stream. So if y'all don't know, these two here are my normal co-hosts that will be with me. We got fellas, we got some streaming to do. All right, we got some unit streaming to do. I'm just putting it out there. But Mr. Bazel, Mr. J6, they both have their own channels. Fantastic content. Please go check them out. Brandon's all over YouTube, TikTok, everything. He's bringing you the hot fire food reviews. And then J6, I call him the sneaker god. This man got all the kicks, know all the kicks. Trust me, find them, find them, and great sports content on top of that. And then we got my boy Jared. Listen, Jared over 11 Green. Please go check out his content. His channel be popping, man. Southern Bowler Show. Like I said, I learn something new every time I watch. They have great content. Them gentlemen know exactly what they're doing over there. Please go tune in. Fellas, I hope y'all all have a wonderful day today. Um, I ended up on now because I just wanted to get on here and, you know, just kind of chat it up. So there's no real. We got Clot in the building. What's good, Clot? There's no real main purpose behind this stream other than just chilling and maybe seeing if this is something y'all would like to have in the future as an additional stream. We get a chilling with Red stream every once in a while. You know what I mean? Get my co-hosts up here, have different people on. We kind of almost like interview, just chat, hang out, have fun. We got the misses in the building. I hope all is well at work. See you home hopefully soon. Um, so we gotta, you know what I mean? And look, my resident sneakerhead, already talking about the cut. The look at this, the reverse Grinch Kobe's. Look at this, on it already. Clot, man, I'm chilling. Clot, what's good with you? I hope all is well. Yeah, man, I'm just chilling. So I'm looking to see if y'all let me know how y'all feel. Leave it in the comments when the video is over. You can tell me now. I'll probably put something up in the community tab after, just a little vote. If y'all want some more chilling with Red streams, if so, I'll definitely figure them out. Figure out a time to do them. There'll be pop up streams, but I'll try to let y'all know ahead of time. We'll get them. We'll get in here. We'll just kick it. You know what I mean? We'll kick it. Talk about sports. Talk about Marvel. Talk about life. I'll get some guests up here with me. The norm, and we'll just have a good time, right? That's what it's all about, right? I want to have a good time. I want to put good vibes in the air. Um, and that if it helps, I know streaming helps me feel better. So that's thanks to all of you. So when I tell y'all all the time that I appreciate y'all more than you ever realize, I mean it because it helps me feel better, even when even if I'm going through a rough time or if I'm sick or different things going on. All I gotta do is click that button when that light comes on. I feel different. Now I still get nervous, which is I know some people may think is crazy, but I still get nervous before the camera comes on. I'm sitting there shaking in my boots. Don't know what to do. That's why sometimes you'll see I get on a little later than I say. Like if I say I'm gonna start the stream at 6, and then I get on at 6:15 because I've been sitting there trying to shake through my nerves. So I still get nervous in front of the camera, you know. And I know I'm not perfect at this content thing, so I'm just striving to be the best I could be, put out whatever I can. Again, if my co-hosts are available tonight, we can cover the Thursday night football game tonight if they are available. So we can be back here with you tonight if they're available to join me. I'll leave that up to them because I'm fulfilling my need of a weekly stream right here. But so let's talk about what's going on. We're gonna go around everywhere with this because the first topic I want to touch, honestly, is the NBA, and I want to talk about my Orlando Magic, man. Right? Can we talk about that? Because I don't know if y'all noticed, my boys got a winning record out there, and they're doing big things. They're doing real big things. Now, somebody told me that somebody told me that my boy was a bum. Somebody told me that Franz Wagner could not lead a team. Right? Then that was Hendo, huh? That was Hendo. Somebody told me Franz Wagner been in the league for a little while. He trash. I just want y'all to know that Franz Wagner is leading Orlando in scoring. And he did it again just the other night where he dropped 31. Okay? That don't happen by accident. And I know everybody has these big games, but he's consistently scoring like 25 plus. So, I mean, I need my boy to get some respect put on his name. Put some respect on his name. You know what I mean? He's grinding. The whole team, they're working well as a unit. Cole Anthony's getting off about 20 points per game. It's less than that. His average is less than that, but I know he dropped like 20 just the other night. These boys are playing great as a unit. There's no one player where you say, oh man, if he don't score 20, we lose. They're playing as a well-rounded team. And they even blew out the Lakers this season. Sorry, Jay. I don't even mean to bring it up like that, but they did. They blew them out, smoked them. So you heard Franz was mid. I've heard it too. That's what they say. They say Franz is mid. And maybe they're right. But as of right now, he's playing a tier above mid. He's playing like a good basketball player. And that's all I need this whole team to be, is a bunch of good basketball players. Because they work well together. It's a well-rounded team. I love it. I love what they're doing out in Orlando. 13-5 right now. You know, it's better than a lot of other teams out there. So it's a long season. It's a long grind. We just got to keep it up. Keep fighting through the challenges. I love the in-season tournament, by the way. You see a lot of fight from these guys. Some of the courts are booty butt ugly, but the in-season tournament is lit. I think it was a great idea by the NBA to make the whole season, seem more important and to have you watch early. So it's been a phenomenal addition to the league. And those guys, man, listen, the NBA is always innovating, right? They're always trying to find ways to make. Yeah, we won in one. Y'all got us once, but listen, when y'all got us by a few points. But we smoked y'all. Listen, that was a beat down. It's okay though. It happens. It happens to anyone. It happens to everyone actually. So, but it's looking good thus far as my bet with Hendo. So hopefully them boys can stay on the up and up, and we get exactly where I said we were going to be. Right? It's early. This is just an outlook. So I can't wait to see it. That's all I'm saying. I can't wait to see it. So it's gonna be great. You know what I'm saying? And I see y'all over here talking about Colorado. Listen, Colorado, if we're gonna talk college football, matter of fact, let's talk college football real quick. Colorado, I think I know a lot of people look at Colorado and say what a disappointment they are for this year. I don't think so. Colorado is such a huge success this year that it's ridiculous. And I mean, you got to give an applause to Coach Prime for what he did with taking his team that won one game last year, one game, and he turned them around, and they look phenomenal early on. But like with any team, when you play, you're putting more and more stuff on tape, so other teams start to see, oh, they have flaws. There's an issue here. They're weak here. This is going that those things happen. I don't care what league you're in. It happens. Whether it's semi-pro, college, professional, it doesn't matter what level it is. Once you put stuff on tape, teams study it and they find out where your weaknesses are. And that's what happened to Colorado. People realized, oh, these guys can't really play defense the way they seem. Okay, we'll attack them here. We'll attack them here. Oh, their offensive line is small. They're weak. They can't handle this type of rush. We'll attack them there and we'll attack them there. It's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about that. There's nothing you can do about that except for hit the off season. And in terms of college, you recruit who you can, you pick who you can out that transfer portal, and you try to build your team to be better next year. Let's be honest. The college football scene has been, for the most part, wide open this year. Aside from Georgia, I know Georgia's undefeated. Michigan, we have our undefeated teams out there. Florida State, I know Hendo love that one. Um, but with the exception to, and somebody's phone is going off outside. I don't know if y'all can hear it. Okay, they shut it off. With the exception of those teams that are undefeated, we got a lot of one-loss teams. Um, Teams like Alabama, who to me are just scratching by in a lot of their wins. I got a buddy, and he's an Alabama fan, right? And he absolutely went crazy when they won the Iron Bowl against Auburn. And it's well documented that I like Auburn. I was an Auburn fan back when they had Cam and when they had that trio of running backs that came into the NFL with Cadillac Williams and all them. But here's the thing. I don't think he should have been as excited about that victory as he was, because in my eyes, they struggled against a team that's a bad football team this year. There's no way Alabama should have struggled against Auburn, and they did. So I know there's the saying a win is a win, but is it really? Not in that case, not to me. But the college playoffs is gonna be interesting this year. I want to see who makes it. And does a team like Florida State really have a chance with a team like Georgia in there? Or is Georgia just gonna take it again? This might be Georgia's championship to lose. It's gonna be a wait and see situation. Now, on to another topic I wanted to touch real quick before I have to check out. In the not too distant future. I want to talk about, since we talk about sports, let's go ahead and talk about the NFL. Let's talk about the Ravens just a little bit. They are on their bye week this week. A much needed one. A lot of guys on injury or that had small injuries that still, week to week, they get an extra week to heal now. Bunch of guys get to rest up, and I hope one of the guys that benefits from this is Ronnie Stanley. Ronnie Stanley needs to rest up so that he can push and push and push for the rest of this season. And I know a lot of people want to replace him. We just can't because we got to find somebody first. I get it. His contract is huge, but the cap is cap. You know how I feel about that. The cap is cap. We can replace him if we find the talent to replace him. Until then, he's still a good tackle. Maybe he's not great like he used to be or what we were used to him being, but he's still a good tackle. So hopefully, this week he can rest up, he can get better. And I agree. And it would have been hard to get me to agree with this at first, but Mitchell needs to be running back one. He does. Mitchell definitely needs to be running back one. And aside from Justice Hill pass fumbles, he might be running back two at this point because Gus, it's looking like Harbaugh just does not want Gus to start. And I know his contract's up this year. So at the end of the season, Gus is probably gone. JK is probably gone. I was looking at a list recently of all the guys that's about to hit free agency, and it's just going to be in a complete overhaul next season. I don't know how many of these guys are coming back. Malik Harrison, another guy who can tackle, play edge, play middle. He's going to be a free agent. We can't pay everybody, supposedly, because like I said, the cap is cap. But supposedly we can't pay everybody. But there's a list of guys that I feel we need to retain, and hopefully we can do it for some decent small contracts. And I agree, Gus is the closer, but John Harbaugh doesn't treat him like one, right? He doesn't put him in there on the goal line anymore. Like last week, every play in the goal line was Justice Hill. Why isn't it Gus? You put Gus in down there. Is what it is. That's John's thing. I'm done complaining about John Harbaugh and wanting him gone. I'm always gonna want him gone because I think it's just his time is up, right? I don't think his message really hits with the locker room anymore. So, is what it is. But nothing I can do about it by complaining about it. So I'm gonna move on from it. Gus, like you said, Gus is a closer. He needs the ball down when we're inside the 5. When we're inside the 10, inside the 5, he needs the ball. Just gonna leave it at that. But Malik Harrison, Geno Stone, Patrick Queen, Justin Matabike. I mean, the list goes on. Every corner we signed this year, only one I definitely could go is Rocky Sitton. Get him out of my face. I don't want to see him back ever again. But Darby, all these other guys, Arthur Morlett at corner. He's been playing pretty darn good this season. He's got an interception. He's got a sack. He's playing well. He's good in coverage. The guy needs to be brought back. I'd give him another shot. Let's not forget Kyle Van Noy. Another guy playing very well. He's going to be a free agent. Jadeveon Clowney. He's had a resurgence. He looks like his young self again, but he's going to be a free agent. So we have to win the championship this year because I think next year is just a bunch of question marks. You know what I mean? OBJ, free agent. Devin Duvernay, free agent. Occasional Hands Aguilar, free agent. So it's one of those rosters where we built it on the fly, but we didn't necessarily build it properly. And because of that, we got a lot of guys that's going, and we need to pick who stays. And I don't think the Ravens are betting on rookies like that. At least they shouldn't be, right? You need to pick up the proper veterans and let them go to work. We'll see what happens, though. JK's out of here. JK's gone. Josh Johnson gone, which is fine. We don't need him anyway. But it's gonna be interesting. A lot of guys, hitting the chopping block, and I do want to see who they bring back and what their thought process is. Unfortunately, I think PQ will be one of the guys to go because I think they believe they can replace him with another inside linebacker or Trenton Simpson, who's already on the roster. So I think they truly believe that. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see. So for them, it's a bye week. Baltimore, rest up. Let's get healthy. And let's push down the stretch and get this number one seed. And Jared's saying, unfortunately, we can. And this is pretty much true. I mean, if you get any off ball linebacker who can play that spot, that weak side spot, you're pretty good. So it's not, I'm not saying they're going to be on PQ's level right away, but PQ himself wasn't on that level right away. Having Roquan there, he'll help along whoever plays that spot. So unfortunately, he's going to be one of the guys to go. It's going to be a toss up with Geno Stone because of Marcus Williams. But I think you keep Geno Stone so that you can continue to play Kyle wherever you want to play him. And I think that's just going to be the deal with him. Yes, we sure did. We sure did. So we can make that position work. That's one of those positions we've been consistently great at. Is finding linebackers. Now, like I said, bye week coming up. Everybody rest up. Let's get ready for the push. We got some difficult games coming up after the bye. Okay, I know we got the Rams, but we can't overlook the Rams because we don't want to fall into any of those games where we're supposed to win and we end up losing. Another great set of linebackers. And man, I love Zach Gore. I was so sad he had to retire early. That man, phenomenal linebacker. The key games to look for. Obviously, the Rams is a trap game. We got the 49ers, Steelers, and the Jaguars. For some reason, the Jaguars have been whooping our behind when we play them. We can't let it happen again. We can't lose to the Jags. Whatever we do, we can't lose to any teams, but we can't lose to AFC teams specifically because we need those conference wins, right? So we need to beat every AFC team left on the schedule. And I can't wait till that 49ers game to be a true measurement of where we are as a team. Because we all know how good the 49ers are. That's going to be a true measurement of where we are as a team. Same for the game against the Jags. It's going to be a true measurement of where we are. And then we all know the Dolphins. Oh, my goodness. Can we handle defending that level of speed? The Dolphins' offense is one of those offenses that can strike from any part of the field at any time for 6. So we have to show that we can handle that level of speed coming from Miami. I think we got it, though. And that faith isn't just in our players. It's in Mike McDonald, another guy who may end up leaving. Yeah, exactly. That's the point I was getting at. The Rams are one of those teams that they'll creep up on you. And another buddy who's a Rams fan, he was on here with me once, so he knows. If you ask him though, they're terrible. If you ask him, they're terrible. He'll tell you that over and over again. They are terrible. That's what he'll say. But I continue to tell him, y'all better than it seems, because they got talent over there. They got a lot of talent. This was just a rough year for them. They'll bounce back. That's one for sure. They will bounce back. But I don't want them to be a trap game. And it's completely possible for it to be a trap game. But yeah, for the Ravens, it's gonna be a tough haul after the bye week, but we get real rested, we'll be good. My boy Raven C in the building. Listen, anybody who hasn't checked out Raven C channel, make sure you go do so. That boy he be live during the games, and the reactions are hilarious. You gotta go tune in to my boy Raven C. And yeah, I got the missus came through and put all the Christmas decorations up. We got the tree up already. We got, it's looking real happy in here. I love it. Mr. Galloway in the building is another one. Mr. Galloway is another great content creator. Listen, not only does he do great streams and YouTube content, right? Also over on IG and TikTok. Go find him because the man is not only a great content creator, he's a phenomenal artist. The man put out music. He be having me out be like, yo, it's your gonna be. I be feeling his music, it speaks to the soul. He got music that speaks to the soul. You gotta go check him out, man. Go phenomenal artist. Go check him out. Mr. Galloway, MisterGalloway. Mr. Galloway. Please go check him out. So we got the whole family's popping through. I love all y'all. Thank y'all for the support. But yeah, this is one of those things I popped on. I was saying earlier, I popped on just chilling with Regg. In the future, this may be something I do more often, and maybe have some guests on, and I'll plan it out ahead of time. Just get up here and just talk. It's not today's show isn't all about sports. It's about things in general. And Mr. Galloway asked a question on his show the other night. If you could choose two artists to make an album, who would it be? My answer for that, and I put it in this chat that night, my answer for that is Prince and Andre 3K. Listen, you want to talk about an album that would be eclectic and great and just creative? Those two guys. We know how talented Prince was. And we know what Andre can do when it comes to any type of music. Imagine Andre with an album produced by Prince. I mean, and then you get Prince on a couple tracks too. It's one of those things. I know a lot of people look and say, I don't know. But that's, I'm telling you, that combo, I can listen to that all day long, nonstop, all day long. When I heard 3 Stacks was coming out with a new album or came out with a new album, I got to track it down too because I need to listen to 3 Stacks because that man, one of the guys that hip hop can't live without. You know what I mean? And I don't even know if I could give like a top 5 favorite rappers list because my top 5 would be extremely biased, and they would be a top 5 for all different reasons. Like obviously Andre would be in there. For me, just for current rappers, King Los would be in there. Coming up, I probably put Cube in there. Tupac, because of what he did for an entire generation. And that last spot is a toss-up for me. It's either, and I can't let Hendo hear this, but it's either Biggie or who else would I want for that last spot? I'm going to give it to Biggie because I love it when they call me Big Pop. But listen, that record. Biggie did his thing. I try to, when Hendo's around, I sit here and be like, nah, Biggie wasn't all that. But no, Biggie was that dude. So yeah, I might have to get that last spot to Biggie because I think he's another one of those dudes that if hip hop didn't have him at the time that they did, a lot. There'd be a lot of things that's different. So I might have to get that last spot to be. And there's a number of dudes I could put there, but what? Biggie was You know what? Now that you bring him up, now that you bring him up, I'm actually gonna get that last spot to DMX. I'm actually gonna get that last spot to DMX because I had so many of DMX's albums when I was growing up, or cassette tapes, because you know that's what it was back in the day. See, I was born in '88, so coming up, I had cassette tapes, right? So I had a bunch of DMX cassette tapes, and I remember you would put the where these bitches want from. You put what they want on, and then you rewind the tape, hit that play again, and let it rock out. Man, listen, so I had to put X in there. I had to put X in there. I had to put X in there. I love Biggie too, though. I love Biggie too, though. I would never say Biggie was like. I think he deserves a little bit more respect than that. Even though he had that one line that still bothers me, um, where he was like, "You look so good, I suck on you." Yeah, y'all know the line. I can't. That line, when I paid attention and I heard he said that, I was like, "Whoa, whoa!" You got a bunch of dudes riding around listening to this, and they all spitting that same line, just dropping the lyrics on it like it's nothing wrong with what you just said. You need to stop and think about that. I don't like how that came out. So you got Tupac 1A and DMX 1B. I respect that. I can't argue that in any way, shape, or form. But there was a certain list, Raven C. You need to get on Mr. Galloway channel because they did a list. Top 50 rappers of all time. Right? Raven C. They had Tupac number 12. Now, in their defense, they put the vote out through a number of people and then tallied the positions. So everything got totaled in. So it wasn't strictly just them saying he's number 12. But Hendo is not a fan of Tupac. I'll put that out there. But you need to go over to Mr. Galloway channel. Go over to Mr. Galloway channel and check that stream out. Or actually, it was a series of videos where they dropped the top 50. So go check out the top 50 and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. No, listen, I feel you. I feel you. I feel you. But we gotta remember Tupac was born on the east side. So he didn't go, he wasn't from the west until after that whole prison thing. Remember, Tupac was east side all the way. You remember that. Don't forget about that now. Tupac was east side all the way. Let's not forget, you know what I mean? He was born out this way. You know what I mean? So we can't overlook that. We can't overlook that. But if I gotta be honest with you, I don't mind. See, the problem is, and I acknowledged this a long time ago. The problem is a lot of times when you listen to rappers, you want to listen for a lot of them. You want to listen for lyrics, right? What are they saying? Like, are they saying anything meaningful? And do they have bars? Tupac was one of those guys that he said things that was meaningful, but he didn't have any bars. Like, he didn't have no bars that'll make you like lose your mind. So yes, a ton of, and that's where I get Tupac was an icon of a different level, right? Because Tupac, people imitated Tupac because of his prestige, so to speak. He blew up bigger than basically anybody at the time, and it wasn't just for his music or his acting. It was because of who he was, right? Fighting for our rights and very outspoken with politicians and everything else. So that stuff, people fell behind that leadership and what Tupac stood for. And that's one of the reasons why he's one of the biggest artists of all time, because of what he stood for, not just his music. And the one thing that Hendo will tell you, and I think he'll agree with me on this one, is while Tupac put out some great music, um, none of it was like real lyrical. There, not a lot of Tupac was like real lyrical stuff where he dropping bars that's making you oh no he did just say that. So that's kind of where that goes. But yeah, when I listen to rap, you have to be talking about something. That's where I judge. Then I go by. I agree. I agree. That's why. So when I did my top five, you see, I threw King Los in there for today's rappers because today's rappers, King Los is one of those dudes that he talks about things, but then if you just want to hear somebody bar it up too, he does that. Bars is crazy. Obviously, I like guys like Kendrick Lamar. I'm pretty good on J. Cole. Those dudes too. So, but would I put them in my top five? No. But those five I listed are my five that I listen to regularly. King Los is always in there. I'm always listening to pop. You know, like my list, the Andre 3000. There's not a moment where I could go by and just not go. Like especially at work. At work, I sit there and I'll throw on some Outcast and just bump the Outcast all day. Now, what do you mean? Where's M on my list or on their list? Because I'd have to go back and watch again to remember where M was. But I think M was rated a little low. I don't remember exactly where Eminem was rated, but Eminem is Hendo's favorite. My list, if it was up to me, if I'm doing my top 10, where would Eminem rank? I don't know. Mm, that's tough because I don't know if Eminem might be like 8, 9. He might be like 8, 9. Because again, Tupac. If I go one, number one for me would be Andre 3000, right? Number two for me would be Ice Cube. Three, Tupac. Four, Biggie. Five, yeah, Alexa play elevators, but yeah, facts, Jay. Facts, Jay. So you got you got Eminem number two, Andre 3K. Oh, Andre 3K number two. Oh no, okay, 3K is number three, and Eminem is number two. Okay, I got you. This is facts, Jay. I can just play those out. But yeah, I'd have to sit down and really think about my list before I hit y'all with a full list. But my list, if I could get up to five pretty easily, X is up there. So it's a lot of guys, and a lot of it's influenced by the time I grew up and what I listened to growing up. So there's some artists out there that was out like before I grew up that I went back and listened to that would probably end up there if I sat back and really thought about it, like KRS-One and different guys like that. So I'd have to literally sit and go back and really listen to a lot of artists I used to listen to find out where I think they were. Pimp C. I don't think I'll put Pimp C in my top 10, but I can get down with Pimp C. I don't think I put him in my top 10 personally. Again, that's everybody's list is different. That's why these lists are so fun because you see from everybody's perspective, and that everybody's background, where they grew up from, and everything also comes with that. Those lists are awesome. So definitely, if you missed it, go check out his channel. Go check out Mr. Galloway's channel, and it was an awesome list. And I'm hoping he does an updated one. And I think it's the Patreons that get the vote, which means if I'm not a Patreon, I got to become one because I got to put my top 50 up there. What you mean, sir? See, I can't. I can't. Now you're saying things that I can't disclose, sir. I can't disclose that. I take none of them. Facts. Facts. Absolute facts. Hey, so it's 4 o'clock my time. I actually have to go pick up the little one, so I got to check out. But this has been amazing fun. We would definitely do it again. Y'all let me know in the comments when the live is over. Drop a comment in the comments. Let me know if y'all would like to do some more streams just chilling with Reg. We hang out, we talk a little bit of everything. We talk music, we talk life, we talk sports, we hit everything. Your boy definitely got on here, had a great time with you guys. I thank y'all for coming through. I love y'all. Y'all know y'all my family. Um, Facts. Thank you, Jared. I appreciate you for coming through. Thank you, sir. I appreciate you for coming through. And we hope to see another one of those lists soon. Cause listen, those lists was fire. So I hope to see another one soon. So let us know, because I'll spread the word. We'll get as many people in on that list as possible. But I thank y'all for coming through. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. Hope y'all have a good one. And I might see you again tonight. I don't know yet. I have to talk with my co-host to see if we plan on doing the show tonight. But y'all have a good one. Stay blessed. Peace.